Hey guys, I got the whole crew with me today. I got Minnie and I got Alicia back from Florida. Say hi, you.
Look. Hi.
Anyway, she doesn't like when I get the camera that close to her face.
Right?
Especially when she's trying to do her makeup.
A little bit of that, yeah.
Anyway, we're going over to Santa Ana building where Vinny did the 3 privacy blinds, and he painted the security door. And then we were there last week as well when we did the bathtub spout and the shower head. We fixed it, and we polished the ceramic tile with that stone to get all the scratches off that, you know, as they requested. So anyway, we're going back there now because as you guys remember in the video, I said I want to get this all done in the shower, that way it's nice and dry, and then Alicia can go along and put the sealant and make it look nice. It'll be nice and dry. So that's what we're going for today. She's going to do the sealant, and then me and Vinny are going to tune up that front door. It's got weather stripping falling off the jamb, the bottom rubs, and they want a kick plate in the front, and they want a bottom sweep on the inside of the back of the door. So we're going to give this door, while she's doing that stand-up shower, we're going to be doing the this is where I've got both my Dodges over here, one for Vinny, one for me. This Dodge dealer, you can see they specialize in service vans right here. Anyway, with that being said, both of them were lemons. My first van was a lemon, and they had to take it back. I don't know if you remember that video. I had it 37 days and they couldn't fix it, and then I got another one from Vinny, and they couldn't fix the back door on it, and they had it like a week and a half, like 5 or 6 times trying to do it, different dealerships. And they would say, go take it to this dealership, they've got a guy there that knows the doors, the back doors. And they just wouldn't line up. And so finally, about the 3rd week, they gave Vinny a new van as well. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to this job, and she's going to do the sealant. Me and Vinny are going to do the front door, and we should be out of there. And then we have one more job. It's a light fixture, I think, in the back patio. If the rain clears up, then we'll go do it. If it doesn't, then oh well. All right, guys, see you at the job. Hey guys, we're here. Vinny put these lights in about, what, a year ago when you first started, when you got your license? About a year and a half. I think this was the first lighting job that he did in Santa Ana, like 3 weeks after he got his California state license. Oh, I'll be right there. Oh yeah, he sprayed the door. That looks really good.
Different angles, because if you don't do it in angles, you get those little patches.
Yeah, and then of course he's got his blinds up there. I posted this on yesterday's video. Looks really good and straight. Over here we got the last of the work is Alicia's going to put new sealant all the way around this tub. You guys remember we changed the tub spout in the shower head, and she's going to fill all those little holes right there. She's going to go all the way around like that, and then me and Vinny need to work on this door. It's raining outside. We need to cut this door because it's rubbing here. Then we're going to put a kick plate. They want a kick plate. They don't want a drip edge, so we're just going to put a kick plate, no drip, because it is under the eave. And then a door sweep in the back. So, and then we got new stripping for this. We bought the stripping with this door has gaps. When you shut it, you can see like daylight through it, even with this. So we bought the new style shit. It's really thick metal, so you can bring it closer and you won't run out of metal. See, if you try to push this guy into where it covers up the gaps in the door, like, you know, the door is wavy, and because the jam's moved, or the door's moved, who knows, or the door's warped, but you can't get this all the way to the door because you run out of metal. And I was able to get the new style. This stuff is pretty good. There's a door sweep for the back. But over here I was able to get this thick shit, and they never used to have it. Right here, see how thick that metal is? Now you can push that rubber closer to the door and get rid of all that daylight that you would see on the opposite side. Then of course we got the kick plate, and we'll be out of here today. Not bad for a rainy day, nice and light.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone's gonna give her the piece of metal here sticking out.
What metal? Oh my God, well come here, look at this. We better do something about that, Al.
Yes, please.
Well, I don't have no material for it. You think this will work?
You're silly.
She comes back from Florida, guys, thinking that she needs to tell me.
I'm just trying to get things done right.
She comes back from Florida telling me
But
that somebody's going to get hurt on this. Oh, man, she just likes bossing me
what about
around.
that right there too?
I told you I got a kick plate. You didn't see the kick plate? I got the kick plate for
You have a
it,
couple things, aren't you?
and I got the door
Okay,
sweep.
gotcha.
But she just wants to take over, man. She comes back from Florida, her first day back,
I'm fresh.
and she's like just trying to kick my ass all over this place.
Other than that, it's pretty good in here.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Vinny did these lights about a year and a half ago when he first got his. Let me just transfer out a little bit on this. There we go. Like that. And these look good. Did all the switches with dimmers. Hallway. The guy just wanted a light fixture. We put on the last one we did, we put a recessed in the hallway. But I didn't like this layout, but this is what they wanted at the time. All right, let's get to work.
Give me the.
Vinny's got his brand new punches. I got him. Yeah, he's gonna finally use, instead of a finish nail, he's using his punches. Okay, guys, we noticed that it's tight here, but not tight over there. So we're gonna measure 3/16 to 0. We're gonna take our ruler. We're gonna take 3/16 off here, and we're gonna kind of just go in an angle until we get to 0 over there. Tell by shutting the door and laying on the floor, you can see daylight over this side, but over there it's tight. So we'll measure 3/16 inches up and then draw a line to 0 over there. All right, we got Alicia in here doing the sealant all the way around. She did that corner already. It looks beautiful. She went all the way from the top all the way down. She's got her towels there. She's doing the inside right now. And then over here, Vinny's got his door off. He's got everything going here. When I say 3/16 to 0, it means he's taking 3/16 all the way to 0 here because there's a small gap there. So when you're here, guys, and you're trying to go from here to nothing, this guard is going to fuck you up every time. I'm not saying do, in fact, don't do what I do, okay? But this guard, once I get to where it's got to go to nothing, this guard will do nothing but hinder me. So Vinny, I need something to shim this guard back like that.
Here back.
Cardboard will work good. Anything spongy.
What do you get at?
Okay guys, don't forget that thing is fucking shimmed here. Okay. How's it look? Looks good enough for me, man. Let's put it on, see if it fits. Brush the door off right here, and then we'll get a cleanup down here. If it fits, we'll do our cleanup. Alright guys, it looks good. It feels good. No more rubbing. We just found another door. Look, guys. Right here, this fucking door is rubbing. Alicia just alerted us. Right there. It's not much, man. Maybe we can get some sandpaper
Pass it underneath, yeah.
And pass it underneath, Vinny.
Two passes.
That'd be easy. We don't have to take the door off and do anything. Just pass it underneath. We'll see. All right, guys, we'll see what we're going to do with that because I don't want to cut that. That some bitch is already painted and everything. I don't have to touch it up. Maybe we'll just, like Alicia says, get some sandpaper under there and just do that one spot. Okay, guys, before we put the strip on it, Vinny's going to get some Kills primer, and he's going to open the door all the way and take a brush and put some primer on the end of there. And get it sealed. Then we'll put the back on, and then we'll put the kick plate on. Hey guys, we're going to put that door sweep on right here. I'm going to help him. I'm going to hold him. I need to get a tripod for this phone. I hate using that fucking, what's it called, Vinny? GoPro, because to upload it to my tablet takes an hour just for a few videos. And then then of course uploading it to my phone, my tablet to its gallery takes a while, where this just does it like fast. All right, guys, we'll get this on. What we normally do is just to tell you, well, what we do is just don't start on it, Vinny, but put it over there. Yeah. What we like to do is make sure that when we put that on, we have it rubbing the floor. We don't want it to where it's kind of like sweeping like we like it touching the floor, but going over the back threshold, see the threshold? See, if we put it on the floor, and then when the door shuts and this gets screwed to the door, it kind of rolls the rubber up. But we don't want it rolled up on the floor because when you open it, it's going to drag and tear up the rubber. So what we do is we put it where it's touching the floor, like right there. We put it where it's touching the floor, right there. And then we lean this in, and then when we put this screw in like that, it rolls the rubber up against the threshold right here. But yet when you open it, you have clearance between the floor and the rubber almost. It'll drag a little bit, but not enough to tear up your rubber. But what we do is, like I said, you have the rubber touch the floor, and then you get your middle screw first. And then what you do is you're going to work this way and that way with it. So basically the next screw is going to be here. But what you want to make sure is, see there's a little gap over there? So we're not going to worry about that gap right now. We're just going to, because it's perfect here, so Vinny's going to go ahead and put a screw there. Push in on the metal when you do it, guys, and go up as high as you can with that screw so you always get into good wood. Now, you see how there's a little gap there? What we want to do is we want it to rub. So I'm going to push in and down on it a little bit, or he will. Push down and in. There you go. Now push the screw, put the screw. And don't overstrip the screws, because then what will happen is you'll have to go get longer screws or fatter. But now what he's going to do once it's done, he's going to get a hand screwdriver and make sure those are all tight without stripping them, without using that. Okay, so over here, same shit. Push, see it's a little gap here, so I'm going to push down for him and in. And then here, I'm going to push down right here and in. You can see that rubber as he's screwing those in. Okay, as he screws those in, you can see it's hitting the threshold, and that's what you want. Now, let's just try it and see what it does. I might have went a little bit too much over there. Because it is called a door sweep for a reason. It's supposed to sweep the floor. It's working great. Look at that. A what? Yeah, go get a screwdriver and check it. Just like that. And now. Huh? Oh, it's right in here. So now we're going to put the kick plate on, guys, in a minute. So this looks really good. Turned out good. He's just going to get a screwdriver. Let's try it. The whole idea is to keep the dust and the air out. And that'll do it. Now you see how this has some daylight in there? In the different parts, it's got daylight. When I put on the new rubber seal that has a fatter rubber and fatter metal. I'm not in the camera, guys. It has fatter rubber and fatter metal. So, Anyways, let's go. While he's getting a screwdriver, let's check on Alicia. Oh, I gotta pause her music here. Hold on, guys. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. How you doing in here?
I'm trying to cover it up. This is kind of like weird, but yeah.
Okay.
I need to get it done. See, on the side, you good too?
Oh yeah, she did the. Oh, you did the seat. Look at the seat, guys. It looks beautiful. She did up all the way to the top there. Looking good. Doing good, Al.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to put a sign for the cleaning people. Do not clean shower. Because this needs at least 5-7 days to harden up. You can take a shower in it after 24 to 48 hours, but you can't clean it. You can't get in there with a scrub brush and clean it and wipe it all down because the sealant is going to be spongy. You got to give it like 7-8 days, 9 days before you clean it. So, okay, guys, he's going to hand tighten that. And then once he gets that done, we'll do the plate. I got the plate over here somewhere, guys. Okay, guys, we peeled the film off of this, the protective film. This is the inside. This is the outside. They put film on this side, not on this side. Okay, guys, she's all done in here. Looks really good. Went around the trim, very nice. Look at that. Underneath. I didn't have her go around this because I packed it full of plumber's putty and it looks nicer. I don't know. Up on here. Everything's looking good. And then we got. Everything's looking good. Okay, guys, he's getting his door all situated here. Look good?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks good to me. Good job. I would put one screw in and one screw only on the top mini, and then take your level and make sure it looks straight with the level, and go from there. And you can adjust the tape to hold it if need be. Okay, Alicia is getting this all out. See how nice and fat, how much metal you have here? What that allows you to do is it allows you, like, say you got a gap in your door and you got daylight. Well, with the other one, you can only push the metal out so far and you lose the meat. But when you have this much metal on here, like this, you can push that sucker way out here on those gaps and have still a lot of wood left. You know what I mean? Because they're already to this hole here, and the metal's only this wide, so it's barely got enough to play. This gives you like double the amount of metal to get you way out to here if you have to. On the new light, what we did is they originally wanted this wood removed, but if we remove that wood, there's so much adhesive, so much caulking, so much everything, and the wires are pulled through the box. It's a mess. It would have probably costed them another $150 to clean up the stucco behind it. It's all broke. That's why they put wood there, because the stucco's broke. We could have removed it if they want to pay the money, and we patch up the stucco. Alicia's great at patching stucco. You guys have seen that in the past. But it's not for free. We're not going to charge $75 for a light fixture and fix everything behind it. No. It'd probably be $150, $175 to take this out, clean up all the broken stucco, and then put the light fixture, another $65 or something. Okay, guys, we got Alicia cleaning up. She's fixed everything over here. She opened up this package, and then he's got this going on over here. All right, guys, he's got it done. Turned out beautiful. Let's go out here and look at it. That's the way you really should be looking at it. Beautiful. Everything's painted. Now the light. We're gonna fix that light next. So, oh no, we're not. We're gonna put this on next. See how you got nice and tight here, and over here you got a gap up here. Well, if you have that little one, that little one would probably work on this small of a gap, but sometimes we got gaps that are twice that size, and we need to push that rubber in so it hits the door. So you need that large metal. But anyway, we're gonna do this next. And I like the fact that it looks heavy duty. Okay, Alicia's underneath that sink fixing that faucet. That faucet was crooked for some reason and loose, and so she's getting under there. She's got it straight. She's tightening it out, getting the job done. All right, girl. Okay, guys, when installing these weather strippings, everybody has their own way of doing it, but I've done tons of them. And what I like to do is I like to do the top first. I measure from here to here, and I like the cut. See how they come with the rubber extended? I don't like that extended rubber. I never use that. So I usually cut one side of the rubber flush like you did over there. Beautiful. And then this one will get cut flush when he grinds this. I like cutting those with a grinder, with a cutoff wheel, because number one, if you cut it with shears, you bend it all up. So I prefer, you're going to cut your towel, but that's okay. Anyway, he's going to go ahead and cut that, and then if that little hole is off, he can make another one right next to it. But I think he doesn't need to, because it's going to be a half hole. He can put his screw there, and that screw will catch this part. He doesn't need to make another hole. That hole will still work even if it's half cut. I'm going to let him do that, and then we'll go to the next step over here. Alicia is planing the bottom of this door where it was rubbing. She's got the soft part of the pad on the floor so it doesn't scratch the tile. And she's working on the one spot where it rubs. So anyway, she's getting after it.
Just getting there, look.
Well, let me see. Alicia,
Right here, Kevin.
you're done. You're done,
Yeah.
Alicia. We got so much more to do. You're
See
done.
that?
It's perfect. Good job,
It was
Alicia.
rubbing here, but when I did it, you know, sort of
Fantastic, babe. Let's get on with it. Clean that up, and let's get on with the next thing. Okay, guys. Vinny's asking me, well, how do you know how tight to put it? When you're doing these doors, guys, especially on this side of the door right here, you don't want to push that rubber tight against that door, because when you open it and you close it, the rubber will pinch between the door.
With this right here?
So
You don't wanna do
on
this.
the top, you just bring it up till it barely touches,
Right there.
and then maybe just give it like just a hair of pressure. Yeah,
Like that.
just yeah. And then what I like to do is I like to put the screws on the on the outside. That way, if it's giving you a problem like it's too tight, then you can loosen the screws and bring it back. But let me just show the camera. Watch this. You bring it till it touches the door right there, and then you can give it just a hair. See, you can't even see how much I gave it. Barely gave it anything, because if you don't, what happens, guys, is it'll start jamming up on the top and the side. This side is okay. The top, you can give it some pressure, and this side, the strike side, you can give it some pressure. But if you give it too much pressure over here, guys, what'll happen is when you go to close it, the rubber will pinch between the door right here. So, all right, Alicia's got this faucet done. Everything's good here. It looks good. Everything is nice and tight under there. She took it apart. She said it was missing some sort of a lock washer under there, because she's seen these faucets before. So Vinny went outside and got a lock washer, and he opened it up a little bit. It's not the lock washer with the ring, split ring. It's a lock washer that has all those little nipples around it on both sides. So he went and reamed it out so it would fit, and she got it up under there and tightened it. So we're all good with this now. Okay, hey guys, see, this is how we trim it. Most people don't do that. They just slam it up, and what happens is you have the two rubbers touch. You got this big gap between the two metals. That's the way the instructions tell you to do it, but we always go a little bit further, and we put this little cut in it and trim this. That way this metal touches that metal, and it looks really good. You really don't need to do it for apartment buildings like this. It's really not appreciated, but it is appreciated.
Almost.
Yeah, you're almost there. It's appreciated. See how that is? It's appreciated by homeowners. When you're working for homeowners, they appreciate that extra work. But here, it's really not. But the way I look at it is I got to teach them how to do it the right way. So with that being said, I'm making them do it that way. So. Yeah, see how he's able to make those cuts and almost close that gap up? And then we can put a little caulking there if we want, but it looks great. That's a lot better than the way it would normally look.
This.
It would look, watch, this is how, when like somebody that doesn't know how to make the cuts, this is how it looks right there. See, they just butt it up like that, and you have that, you have that big gap there. If you go around and look at other people's work, you'll see that big ass gap. But he's learning how to make his notches and close up that gap so it looks professional. All right, guys, there was some black lines in the grout towards the back. You can kind of see it's kind of like a black line there, but if you look to the right and left, she's putting in bisque caulking just to cover it up. It may not stay long, but they want it to look very sanitary. So she's going around filling all the black lines up with bisque, not white, because if we do white, it's going to show just like there. In fact, I kind of wish we would have did bisque, but it does match the white tile. But anyway, she's filling in all the black lines with bisque caulking. You know, it'll last for, I don't know, 6 months maybe, but at least when they go to rent it, it'll look good. He's out here in the rain fixing the things. Let's get one here. Oh, look how nice that looks, guys. We can put a little caulking in that to make it look nicer, but it looks good enough. She did a good job, Minnie.
Thank you.
Have you tried the door? Every time you put one piece in, always try the door. Okay.
Would you like to do it? Here you
No,
go.
if you did it, I trust you. Okay, guys, he's all done. Look, there's no daylight anywhere. That's what you want. That's when you got a weatherproof door. And then he didn't push enough, because if you push too much, this will be out here and then it pinches between here. He did that just right. Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? The nice and corners are beautiful. Man, it's a good job. Okay, guys, we got this light fixture off, and it's a mess, man. Look at this. It's all over here. Maybe there's some sort of beam in there. I mean, some sort of wall stud or something in there, or post, who knows, but they put this way over here, and it looks awful. There's a couple ways. We could just patch it and put another piece of wood on top of here and bring the wires to the center, and then put our light fixture in the center, or we can rip all this out and then find a way to move the box to the left and then repair the stucco. We're gonna see what the owner wants. Okay, guys, the owner doesn't want to pay to rip it all out, move the box, blah blah blah. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to stay within the metal, drill it right here, and put a rubber grommet in there, and then push our wire through and come out right here in the center, and put a piece of plywood over it, and then we can mount our light center. It's not code, it's not this, but neither is this. And I know I'm gonna, hey, that ain't code, section blah 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 blah. Okay, it's not gonna be code, but it's gonna be safe and it's gonna work. All right, guys, Alicia's working her ass off here. They didn't like the way that black line, and then when we put some caulking over it to fill it, it made the rest of it look like shit. So Alicia's caulking in every line. It won't last forever, but it'll help rent the place. You know, it may last 6 months, it may last a year, maybe it'll last 2 years, I don't know. Because this is also an adhesive. And the grout lines are kind of deep. So they just want it to look sanitary when they, you know, show it. So as you guys can see, here's some of it. Look to the center, you can see the difference. The stuff to the left is done already, the center is not done. Okay, guys, it looks like a brand new shower pan. I don't know how long it'll last, but it'll get them through the viewings. Looks beautiful, don't it? Take a picture of it. Alright, good job though.
Let me get the stuff on the bench so that you can actually send out pictures to Brandon.
Alright, let's see here.
There you go.
Okay, one more picture, I guess. Okay, how you didn't do this line right here.
Okay.
So she prayed out this. She's gonna do that real quick, and then I'll take another picture. Okay, guys, everything looks good. Look at that. I don't know how long it'll last. But it looks good for now, right? It looks good for now. Is it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, Alicia's changing the filter up here. A little duct tape.
No, it'll go. You just that, and then that.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Okay, looks good, Al. Good job.
See how it's okay?
Yeah, good job. All right, guys, he's got this on here. We're just gonna put the. I mean, yeah, it's not code. We know that. I don't know how many of you are gonna come out. Oh, it's not code. Section blah blah blah. Listen, it's gonna work. He's gonna paint the whole wall so it's all faded down there. We will caulk this right here and try to mold it in a little bit better rather than leave it like that. Just to make it look a little bit cleaner, and then they're going to paint over. I mean, we gave them an estimate. We gave them an estimate of $325 to rip all this out, rip the metal box out, move it to the center, fix the stucco, touch up paint, and then put the light fixture right here. It would look like this when we're done, but with a new box. But he didn't want it, so he just wants the patch job, $75. All right, guys. He's fastening that on, and we didn't have a ground wire in the Romex, so then he put a separate one. I guess we had a piece of wire and we didn't even notice it, so we just put a separate ground wire going in there. All right, guys, she's making that look nice. Basically, she's gonna see. She did this side too. That way when it's painted, it'll look good. She's going to clean that up, of course. She's going to clean it up. Right now, she's just doing it. But anyway, that looks nice. So let me get a picture of that. Let's see what I got. Okay, guys. All right, guys. It's getting better by the minute. We created like a little pedestal is what we did. Okay, when that dries, we'll put a little bit of texture on it with a spray can, and then you let the spray can texture dry a few minutes, and then you take your putty knife, and it'll give you some sort of texture like that, you know, because it's looking good. Everything's looking good. That's good enough. He didn't want the good repair, so he got the cheap repair. Okay, guys, we're heading out of here. Alicia finished around that light fixture pedestal, and she patched up the holes for the screws. We're gonna go to Home Depot and get a different light fixture. The light fixture we had is going to hit, or the security door is going to hit it and beat it to shit. So the Home Depot's got a light fixture that looks like a capsule, and it has a guard on it it's made to protect itself from balls and security doors and whatever else may hit it. So we're going to switch it up to that one. The pedestal, their problem was they wanted to cover it all up because it looked like crap, but now it doesn't really look like crap. Once you put some texture on it and paint it, it's going to look beautiful. So we're going to buy the light fixture. The painter's going to come and do all that. We're going to leave the light fixture there. I guess either we'll put it on tomorrow and leave it, or we'll leave it for the painter. But everything's ready to go there. It just has to be painted. Probably going to put it on tomorrow and get it done so we can collect our invoice, and that'll be that. So we're going to head to Home Depot. It's kind of late right now, but we'll get everything we need to get the light fixture. That way I can close out the invoice. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain really hard, and I canceled my job because it was outside, and there was a few items inside, but we just canceled the whole thing and put them for Monday, and then I can catch up on all my invoicing. You know, I've got 2 invoices that are really big. The 2 apartments over here in Santa Ana that we've been doing. So I'm going to invoice those and get them done tomorrow. And Vinny will come over here with a light fixture and finish that up. Anyway, all right, guys, that's going to be it. Talk to you guys later.